And I would like for us now to solve the following equation using algebra tiles. And you have, may I use yours?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We have this handout on our desks. This is what we're going to use to solve this equation. If you notice the equal sign is in the middle, it separates the two parts of the equation that need to be what? Balanced. And we always do all these things in the classroom showing our kids that, you know, what balance really means. And let's go ahead and show, first of all, this equation. Let's represent 3x plus 8 on one side and negative x on the other.
We have to keep them balanced.
Now, how would we approach solving it? What would we do here?
Well,
Go ahead, Sally.
our goal is to, I believe, is to get one of the green ones by itself.
So how do you think we should approach it? What would we do next?
Could we
Uh-huh.
take off some 0 pairs?
0 pairs would be great to look at, right? Okay, so what can we do here? We have one negative lonely x all by itself on this side, right? We have 3 positive x's on the other. So what could we get rid of possibly using a 0 pair or additive inverse? Jen?
Could we add 2 greens to both sides? Or
Abs-
1 green for
One,
each side?
yeah, correctly. Let's try that, see what happens. And if you notice, I'm doing all black and red, and actually students can draw that. They could even just shade this using just their pencil. They can distinguish between positive and negative. All right, so now we added 1x. So what happens now? What is the value of this side of the equation? 0.
So we can remove them.
Absolutely. Now we have 0 on this side, and what is the value on this side?
4x plus 8.
8. All right, so let's keep working toward our goal that Sally described. What could we do next?
You could add 8 negatives to both sides.
All right, and what would that give us? All right, so what happens now?
So on the left, the positive one, that's gone, that's 0.
0, because these are additive inverses, right? So now we have 4x equals negative 8. Now this is why I remember that share equally concept. How do you get our kids to understand the answer to this equation? We need to ask, okay, you have 4 guys over here and 8 over there. How much would each one of those be worth? So in this case, they would like to share equally. They create an equal number of groups on both sides. And this links their understanding all the way down to the elementary school, right? So if you have 8 pieces here and 4 over here, how much would each one of these get if we have to share equally? 2. So all they have to do is show 4 groups. And how much is 1 worth now? Can you see it?
Negative.
Absolutely. So one of these is worth negative 2. We have solved an equation with variables on both sides using algebra tiles. By the way, what standards of mathematical practice, I already mentioned one, do you think would be involved in this activity?
Well, you're modeling.
Modeling, absolutely.
Repeated reasoning.
Repeated reasoning. Here we go. Modeling, repeated reasoning.
Use tools.
Use, absolutely.
I saw look for and make use of structure in that on one side of my equation, I could clearly see 4 groups, 4 green tiles.
Yes.
On the other side, I saw 8, but I wanted to make them into 4 groups so I could have the groups match up. So I was using that structure on both sides.
Absolutely. And did we attend to precision?
And we made sense.
And it makes sense. It does make sense, right?